Welcome to Wine With Me Wednesday. I am your host, Starr. Time to turn up. This is the show where you come and get tipsy with your bitch. You unwind while I'm getting fucked up. And we kick. At some point during the night, we will likely have guests and or a panel. Because a bitch gonna need to take piss breaks, honey. Yes, honey. I done came to y'all cute as a button from the door. She done already had a couple of drinks. Oh. Don't play in my motherfucking face, honey. It's been one hell of a motherfucking week. We not even gonna talk about the personal drama, bitch. Honey, but Nikita drag queen, honey, y'all know she locks up, bitch, is in jail. They said that the trans is hollering. They said that the people is hollering. They want to get Nikita out of jail. Bitch, do you know how many trans women, femme queens, drag queens I done known that have been locked up in jail throughout my whole entire motherfucking life? Maybe I'm desensitized. Maybe the problem is me. But, honey, I really don't give a fuck. You know, I really don't. I'm sorry. Praise the Lord. I hope she's safe. You know, I don't want to see nothing happen to the little bitch. But, I really don't give a fuck. I'm not a big fan of her. I'm not a big fan of Nikita drag queen. It's shocking that she is finally in jail. But I'm sorry that it is not on statutory, you know, sex crime allegations and things like that. You know, Nikita likes, I didn't call the child Nikita. Nakasa, shit. Dragun, bitch. The bitch. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Little Asian kind. Honey, y'all know she likes the little boys. Y'all know she likes people, children, teenagers and shit, honey. Yes, honey, she's an Asian transgender R. Kelly bitch. Look, I don't make the news, I just report it. Bitch, y'all ain't gonna judge me. And I don't give a fuck if you do, honey. And if you thought I did, then you got me confused with some bitch I don't know. Praise the Lord for her soul, honey. But yes, honey, y'all know little Asian puss, little koi fish is locked up. Honey, they didn't put her in jail. Jesus be a fence. A barbed wire fence. Lord, forgive me, honey. Let me take a sip of this water. I ain't fucking with y'all tonight. Who is in here? Hey, cousin. Hey, how y'all doing? She out of jail. You didn't know. Roy, clock the fuck out. Talk about Roy in the chat. Talk about I didn't know she was a TS. Well, bitch, what the fuck did you think she was? A TV? Bitch? A CD? Bitch? Honey, you damn sure didn't think her ass was CIS? Bitch? Honey? She still sound like Bruce Lee a little bit when she talked. Not quite Caitlyn Jenner. But, bitch, you know, you knew her ass was trans is the story that I'm trying to tell. Motherfucker. Thank you, Too Sweet. Too Sweet said that she loved my hair. This wig is so wore out, honey. She wants to take a break, a breath of fresh air. Bitch, I done washed all the dye out the bitch. She's turning brown. But thank you for the compliment. And Nikita is oh, you thought that she was just some late look, who was blackfishing. Well, you know, she does that too. You know, she does that. Blackfishy. But honey, she was looking real koi fish in that motherfucking mugshot, wasn't she? Praise the Lord, honey. Do I know how old the boy was? He said that she found conflicting stories regarding Nikita drag queens. See, the problem is, Heath, I done got multiple stories. of Nikita Charles Jameson, hey sisters. You know who I'm talking about? You know, that pedo as well. I done got multiple allegations, honey. You know, I start reporting queer information online and people just start sending me shit. Bitch, honey. That's why I try not to talk about these celebrities too much. I don't mean no harm because I done got so much insider tea on them, bitch. Motherfucking fan base ain't even that big yet, honey. The supporter base ain't even that big. Our friend group ain't even that big yet. And bitch already got insiders. People with fake accounts and shit, bitch. But is Nikita really out? What is the tea? At some point in the story, I'm gonna, who? Nikita? Nikita a celebrity? If she a celebrity, how come she didn't know if she had $2,000 to post bail, Roy? If she's a motherfucking celebrity, why didn't she know that she was confused on whether she had $2,000 to post motherfucking bail to get out of jail. That's confusing to me. I be on this bitch asking for donations and some more shit, but you and I both know that I can scrape up $2,000 to get the fuck out of jail. Bitch, rent wouldn't be paid or something, but bitch, I would be the fuck up out of jail. Roy, stop. You think it's the cocaine, huh? You think it's the coke? Well, I don't even think that the coke is a good excuse no more, Roy, because all of them do the coke. You know, all of them be, a little up in there. Girl, you didn't know that since ballroom, Roy. The girls been doing cocaine since ballroom, bitch. You know, it was something that I always sat out on. Too much personal experience in that lane. I don't judge people who do it. I've dated quite a few people, who blow all their nostrils into one big nostril. I don't judge people for that. I used to do pills, but I'm not putting nothing up my motherfucking nose except as I can. Motherfucker. Friend, if you've been there, that's your motherfucking business, friend. I'm not here to. Hey, my love. Hey, Seven. I'm going to start pulling y'all up soon, bitch. I'm going to start pulling y'all up, honey. But I don't judge people, bitch. You can stick tweezers up your nose for fun. As far as I give a fuck, how is that my business? I'm always on here preaching. What's going on, sis? I'm going to pull you up in a minute, too. Y'all know I mind my business. Bitch, I'm always on here preaching to mind your business. If somebody doing something that ain't hurting you, then mind your motherfucking business. Why you worried about it? Bitch. Child, people can stick dead pigeons up their nose as far as I give a fuck. Why do I care? Why do I care? Why would I care? I am good. I'm tipsy. Oh, I'm tipsy. Y'all know I'm not a drinker. I specifically drink for this show. And this goes to show y'all how much I conform to the motherfucking friends. Bitch, I had got on here drunk one night. I don't know what was going on. Bitch, probably depressed, going through a divorce or something. Sexually frustrated and shit. Bitch, you know how you get. Girl, you need a drink, girl. The calm down, you can't sleep and shit. Honey, the Gawk 3000 ain't doing it. The Rose Toy ain't doing nothing that's doing it. You know what I mean? Bitch, you need a drink. And I had popped the fuck up on house, probably with Roy ass. Lord forgive me. And the people in the chat was like, oh, we like drunk Bree. And I was like, oh, you like drunk Bree, do you? Bitch, and y'all send a bitch a gift, honey. And I get you drunk every week, bitch. Who drinking with me? What you drinking? Praise the Lord. We was talking about Nikita drag queen. So when I start pulling people up, y'all can keep that in mind. If you mad about me reading Nikita's thick neck having ass, then bitch, you got Crown Roy. Yeah, shout out to the Crown. If you mad about me reading Nikita thick neck Bruce Lee voice having ass, then bitch, we can discuss it when you come up. If you agree, then you can validate a bitch when you come up. Now, I don't know if they suppressing my content or what. But you know, I made a couple of videos this week as well regarding the Ashkenazi Jew community. Yeah, you know, and I feel like them videos should have flew off the shelf. So that's why I think TikTok is suppressing them. Lord forgive me, because honey, you know, if you say Jew, bitch, anti-Semitic, you be anti-Semitic, shut down, council. Bitch, I ain't giving my opinion. I will never. I I view the Jewish people as my brothers, sisters, and siblings. I don't know if a Jew can be non-binary or not, but we just gonna cover the whole spectrum. Okay, you know. I have questions, and I will ask my Jewish friends those questions privately. Everything ain't for social media. Everything ain't for social motherfucking media. Thank you. Thank you, Ben and Bubbles. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Mick in the building. What's going on, my friend Mick, honey? A ride or die, bitch. You know what I mean? Thank you, distraction. A bitch need all the gifts she can get. You know I'm still unemployed, bitch. Honey. Mm-hmm. Praise the Lord. Last week, was y'all here last week when the child was trying to read me saying, thank you, Erica. The child was trying to read me saying, why everybody a scientist and unemployed these days. I don't know, bitch. I'm an unemployed scientist. Maybe people trying to follow my lead. I don't the fuck know. But what I know is, bitch, you wouldn't come in here with a profile with a face on it and say that with you. Bitch, because you know I would read the eyebrows off you and your mother. Bitch, and if the bitch did, she'd be in the grave with no motherfucking eyebrows, bitch. Just forehead, skull, bitch. Don't play in my face. Don't play in my face. I keep it cute in my videos so that I'm not kicked the fuck up off of here, but Starr ain't going no motherfucking where, bitch. Don't play in my motherfucking face. How you doing? Praise the Lord. Thank you, Erica. Yeah, Erica been around for a long time too. What's going on, Chew? Erica, I know y'all be thinking, oh, she do the little educational videos now. The bitch that turned into the History Channel. On a bitch. No, baby. I'm suppressing it and keeping it cute. You know, I'm a bitch that's trying to play the long game. I'm genuinely trying to turn this into a career. And if I don't make it, then I'm just going to have to be like the rest of the girls to get me a motherfucking sugar daddy, because one thing I'm not going to do is work on nobody else's plantation, at least until I have my doctorate. Honey, bitch gotta go back to school and get her doctorate. I'm tired of playing with these people. Even if I leave this country, I'm going to leave with an American doctorate. Bitch, I can leave here with an American doctorate, go to India and be the president. Bitch, don't play in my motherfucking face. Bitch. What's going on? Thank you, Seven. What's going on, y'all motherfuckers ready to start coming up? We gonna talk about it or not? Is we gonna the fuck talk about it or no, honey? Y'all gonna leave a bald head bitch to sit up here by herself, honey? Hope my wig don't slide off tonight, bitch. What y'all hoes out here doing, honey? We about to send some requests. I hope you ain't laid up with nobody husband and shit. I know how y'all hoes do with that woman's wife or something. So damn shame.
Hey, Miss Mama.
Hey, love. Roy,
How you
don't worry.
doing?
Cash app a bitch. If you want to give me cash app a bitch, because I don't do nothing but give these gifts to other people when I go on their live. Honey. And they don't be worth nothing but uh,
I
2.3 cents.
mean, yeah, they don't give you no money for. I mean, I didn't collect the mine. They sent them to PayPal. It was a good little $200.
Bitch, you go live more than me, girl. Honey, I ain't made it to my $50 maximum in about 4 months, bitch.
Oh,
Don't tell nobody.
it's okay. I won't.
What are we talking about today? Young
I mean, you
adult,
can.
as what we talking about today. Well, today I have been talking about the Ashkenazi Jew community. I have been talking about Zaya Wade. I have been talking about Nikita Dragun, sis. Y'all don't judge me, bitch. I'm trying to give the child the real name and not the name that I call her behind her back. Shit. offline. Trying not.
Not today. I want to know what you call it behind that.
I call the bitch the drag queen. You know I don't like that that child grooming ass bitch.
Oh no, I don't deal with Miss Dragon.
Bitch, honey, I'm glad somebody gave a fuck that she was locked up with the men's. Cause bitch, I wouldn't give a fuck if her ass was locked up in Thailand with the men's, bitch.
Oh my lord.
Girl, Thailand. Maybe she would get back some of the exposure.
Hey.
I don't like that she's locked up with the men, but I
Hey.
also like.
Hold on,
But I
her.
I don't
also
have.
like.
Hear you. It sounds like Erica getting jumped in Walmart, bitch. What's going on, Erica?
I'm up in the mountains right now.
You in the mountains doing
Alright.
is it one other black person?
I'm with my family.
Oh, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Cause you know, girl, you child, you know how they do. They be on the island network somewhere, girl. Is you enjoying it? What y'all doing? Kwanzaa or something? Y'all
Not Kwanzaa, not
No.
till December.
Uh, no, just hanging out with my family. Roasted, made some s'mores. Not that good service, so can't do video.
Roy, Roy, we need to go back to the mountains, honey. I gotta have at least 2.5 black people with me from anywhere above sea level. So, Erica, how do you feel about the dragon?
Wait, can you repeat that?
Dragon.
Hold on a second. I don't know why, but it's like your voice is choppy. Like I can't. Like I'm getting like every other word from you. It's probably me because I'm so high up.
Well, Erica, I appreciate you coming through and I appreciate you giving me love. Can you hear me if I speak into the mic?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
I appreciate you, Erica. I'm gonna go ahead and drop your ass off real.
All
Please.
right,
But
thanks.
I love you, girl.
Love you too. Oh my God, there are bears here.
Oh, Lord, some air.
Yeah. Yes. There are bears where I'm at, but you know.
You wait till the good. You
Yeah.
wait till and up to tell us the good part. It's a bear in the window.
No, it comes around, but it hasn't bothered anybody.
Okay. Well, you keep us posted. If it's a grizzly attack, Erica, feel free to
Hmm.
invite. I will catch it all on camera. Everything is documented.
All right.
All right,
All
love.
right. Talk to you later.
Praise the Lord for Erica out there. She on somebody mountaintop, bitch.
Shut up.
Um, it's what black 7. What is you talking about? 7.
She's talking about the bear.
You know, 7 get them comments going, get them people going in them comments. Now, what was you saying, sis, before Erica had cut us off with her Mountain Dew?
No, I wouldn't say anything. Cause I haven't fucked with Nikita Dragun in quite some time. So,
What's your reasoning, sis?
I just, it's just the way she operates in her transness. I think it gives very much white woman. It gives like I'm now trying to be the victim. Um, and this thing. No, so I just can't. I can't. And it's not to say that you're trans. I mean, when you are trans, you are perpetually a target. But it's just she gives it off. She gives it in a way where it's like everything is an attack on her, and it's like, babe, it's not. It's not. It's you. It's not everybody else. It's you.
And
You're the
see, I wouldn't even personally, I wouldn't even have an issue with her having the whole, melanemic victim mentality. The issue for me is that she don't want to take accountability. Bitch, if you want to guilt trip somebody, then bitch, you got to be the first one to take it on the chin. That
right.
heavy ass chin. She got silicone in her chin too. Bitch, the silicone in her hips, she look like an upside down triangle. It's pointy. Do
I'm
you
hollering.
rolling pin for all the trans women out there who get silicone in y'all hips? Don't the fuck do it. Number one, soon as you go get it done, bitch, you need to have a midlife crisis and go get the shit taken the fuck out, bitch. Girl, crazy. Don't do
So
that.
Nikita Dragun. So everybody that's asking what Nikita Dragun is famous for, Nikita Dragun is one of the OG YouTube makeup tutorial girls. So it's her, Jackie Ina, Patrick Starr, um, James Charles. Like we're talking about, like Nikita Dragun is an OG girl. Like so, like I'm not gonna like, yeah. I get it. I get that y'all don't be knowing who people are, and that's fine. But like I like to give people, I like to give credit where credit is due, and she is one of those girls. She was, with Jacqueline Hill. She came up with those girls.
Okay.
So
I get that. I've gotten that impression. Um, and I don't mean to discredit her for her work because now doing work on social media, I realize how hard it is. But I've also done my research and I've got the impression that she's always been privileged.
yeah, no, she is.
So,
That's a fact.
so even in that, it's like, have you ever really ever been a struggling artist? Like you just another privileged kid who hopped in front of a camera. You know what I mean? Like I don't think you took there was no real sacrifice and you built in that. And not only that, you have this whole melanemic complex. Thank you, Smitty. You got this whole melanemic victim complex and you're not taking accountability. Like I didn't know who she was or hear about her until the first right after she had became an adult, until the first scandal with the little young boy on Twitter. That's when I first came across her. And then after that, everything that I started hearing about her was blackfishing because I thought she was like, Blasian or something when I first seen her, a
Yeah.
dark skinned Asian woman or something. And then, like her mugshot, for example, the bitch is so pale she's almost transparent. I could see her veins and shit when she was talking to the judge.
So so like with so many girls on social media, they overbrine. So I don't even care at that point. Like it's like, okay, girl, she got a super tan. Okay, great. Um, I think my problem came in when she did the whole when the whole thing when she attacked other girls for apparently taking from queer trans women culture and their aesthetic. She did that, and I didn't like that because I was like, no,
Because you was the girl. Because
right,
you was the girl.
right, and I was like, but
Little Asian boy in drag,
But the thing
I
about it, and I was thinking that I was like, but the thing about it is, if anybody took anything, I was like, if anybody took an aesthetic, if you took black, I was like, you took black trans women's aesthetic. Like, let's be very clear here. Like, it's not. Yes,
girl,
it is.
yeah.
It is an aesthetic that was taken, and a lot of girls don't realize that with makeup trends and clothing aesthetics and hair aesthetics, like those come from queer culture. But let's not act like those are not something that you came up with personally. Like these are black trans women's aesthetics. These are black, like, and even in that, at the
Not
base,
even black trans women aesthetic. Let's be specific. It's giving femme queen.
yeah, absolutely. And
Acknowledge where, and that's my thing. Like, honey, if y'all want the femme queen look, have it. Anybody has the option to have the femme queen look. Like, people act like this is some You know, like these BBLs and these surgeries are like part of an exclusive club. It's not exclusive anymore. It may have been exclusive one day, but it's not exclusive no more, sis.
No.
It's not. It's more exclusive to be a bitch like you or I and just stand in your shit and whatever God gave us and whatever we feel comfortable doing, then that's what the fuck we gonna do.
Thank you. Um, but yeah, like I was like at the base of it. This is at the base of most aesthetics is black women. Like whether they be queer or cis, or trans or cis. Like it, like the base of it is black women. It
Fun-
always is.
It's funny to me because I think that, and this is just my own opinion, you know, I have no statistics and facts to back it up. I think that Marilyn Monroe is put on such a pedestal in white culture because she is one of the few, if not the only, who was genuinely a stunning beauty with blonde hair and bleached blonde hair and blue eyes. You know what I mean? Um,
Hmm.
I always thought it was funny that outside of her, any other woman who I seen on TV who was a white woman who was supposed to be considered sexy or a sex symbol or this standout beauty, it was always a white woman who had exotic, aka Afrocentric features. You know what I mean? Like a Angelina Jolie, for example. It was the dark, you know, the deep eyes and the big and the full lips. You know what I'm saying? With J Lo, it was the ass. You know, you know, it's crazy. It's like y'all love our features on anybody who ain't black.
And I say this all the time. People love because I say this all the time in the other lives and different things. People love femme queen aesthetic on mass bodies. It's weird. It's the weirdest thing. I like y'all love a good skirt on a man with hairy legs. It's real weird, but okay. So
Hey,
like,
I don't lie. I don't lie about what I like, but I do think that it's funny that up until I started coming on Miss TikTok, people was not admitting that androgyny was as sexy as they knew it was.
right.
Now, when I come on and I start doing motherfucking you know, follower checks and shit like that, bitch. And I'm talking about like, yeah, androgyny is sexy, and everybody, oh yeah. Well, girl, where was y'all when I was feeling lonely in the motherfucking club? Y'all wasn't checking for me when I was giving Butch Queen up in drags, bitch.
Please, I'm not gonna too. But also, when you was doing Bush Queen up in Jags, it was a different time. It was a different time for the girls. The girls wouldn't even call it a non-binary at that point. So,
Oh, girl, that
uh,
was dang, honey.
uh,
Wasn't
yeah, hey sister. But yeah, like, but I think, so that's where that for me, that's where I left off with Nikita Dragun. I was like, okay, girl, you're doing a lot. You're doing, but once again, you have to remember like who she runs with on social media. Um, and so it was kind of like, okay, well, this is not far from, you know, the it's not far from, these people that she, puts herself around. So
Did you just invite me up here?
yeah, why not? How you doing, love? You was showing love in the chat.
I'm sorry. Keep going, Galaxy. I didn't mean to interrupt you,
oh
babe.
no, you're good, you're fine.
How you
Finish
doing?
what you were saying. I'm good. It's been a day. It has been a day. I came in here and I was feeling a lot of feels, and I just really wanted to say what was on my heart because I really feel like it's a constant thievery. I'm autistic, so sometimes I find it hard to find words, but I just get so angry at whiteness, like white mediocrity being praised and pedestaled, and not like no credit given to the women that started this. You know, it's wild. That's really wild to me. I mean, but it's predictable, right? Is it not textbook?
No, absolutely.
it's very textbook for and it's funny because American culture claims to love the underdog. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe people of color, maybe melanated people are innately and internally known or felt as the greater and the dominated forces. Maybe femininity is known to be much more powerful than masculinity in many ways. Maybe people know that inherently and feel that innately, and maybe they see masculinity and whiteness as the underdog. Maybe subconsciously, because it's funny to me how mainstream America seems to love the underdog story, but genuinely not fight for the underdog.
It's the underdog story of their forefathers, their rapist, colonizing ass forefathers that they love and will hold on the highest regard because if little Timmy lost his leg, everybody want to send him money.
Come on, somebody. She preaching.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Come on.
it's really it's
Come on with
crazy.
discernment.
It's
Come on
also
through.
crazy how many
I need that
people are
word.
like, oh, like these people that are the whole like black Israelite and all this shit, and they're all out here acting like the ancient Egyptians. Okay, that's cool, but then you fucking coming over here and hating on people who has
And the
been
thing about it
and
is,
started the forefront of the revolution. Black trans women, right? POC women started this, was at the front line taking the fucking bullets, throwing the bricks, and then you're out here saying that you're anti or you're ancient Egyptian, but ancient Egyptians were androgynous. So I'm very confused at the cherry picking.
and then even in the and what bothers me so much in the ancient Egyptian theory, right, is that wasn't the part of Africa that most slaves were taken from.
Hello, it
Most,
was the
most,
West, whereas Igbo,
right,
Hausa, Yoruba, you know what I'm
right,
saying? And they predate all of, because like, look, I got Egyptian in me that I found out with them little DNA tests. But at the end of the day, it was the three of the oldest African spiritualities on Western Africa was Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba.
yeah,
Without those three, the Kemetics or ancient Egyptians wouldn't have had nothing because they were inspired by them.
yeah, and most African people that live in this country and most of the Eastern Hemisphere, I mean not Eastern, Western Hemisphere, come from Nigeria, come from
Mm-hmm.
your Yoruba background, come from Igbo background, come from Xhosa
Yep.
background. So like is wild. Like
And
it's like really crazy. Like it's like
all those orishas are androgynous. Every
right,
single one.
Androgyny is praised in every religion. They done watered the fuck it down in Christianity,
Okay.
watered down
Plagiarized, watered it,
Christianity.
whitewashed it, bleached
That's
it.
why, and that's why the European Jews and the Ashkenazi Jews hold on to their religion so tight because they don't want no relation to this whitewashed ass Christianity. Now they don't mind them whitewashed genes that allows them. But let me shut the fuck up for this live. Be cut the fuck off,
Yeah, because you know how many times they've cut my lives off? A
baby,
lot. A
baby.
lot. So I started doing unboxings for crystals and then I just slip some stuff in here and there while I'm talking about my jewelry or my crystals. Like, I'm like, oh, da 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 da. And then people will start commenting and it'll start saying comments have been filtered. It's really crazy.
Honey, the children stopped motherfucking talking. It was some Israeli bot in my motherfucking comments um trying to say that my points are based off of anti-Semitism. My points are based off of religion, the history itself, baby. I didn't write that motherfucking book, bitch. I didn't create science, honey. I'm not even a biologist. This ain't even my ministry. I told y'all to fuck that. Girl, I ain't into to that divinity shit anyway. Religion is all used to control motherfuckers. But anyway, um,
Right. It's all fear based.
they shut the fuck up when I wanted to bring up the topic of the Ethiopians and motherfucking Israel. Like, baby, if you're going to accept the Jewish community,
Mm.
you're supposed to accept all three towers, honey. Not just the Ashkenazi, not just the non-melanated, not just the bleached out ones.
It's really telling too, like how people just don't. There's no discernment. I'm feeling like, um, and people really don't research. They don't educate themselves. They really just go by memes and they following all these other people instead of really going out there and researching for yourself. And it's like in this day and age, there ain't no excuse for somebody to not self educate. You know,
It's,
there's no excuse.
it's too much access, and and that's the good and bad. You know, I appreciate being able to make content that's actually able to educate people, but like a lot of my fellow creators and like a lot of my friends on this app always say, like, I wish I could just get on this bitch and do a dance, do a two-step, be silly, cut up for y'all, but I feel like I don't even get the opportunity before I'm distracted by somebody else's post, before I'm distracted by a comment. And you know, I've learned how to navigate on this app where for me they're not gonna let my black ass get away with a motherfucking thing if I'm too motherfucking slick out my mouth, bitch. Cause not only am I ratchet, but bitch, you educated. It's like, no, you gonna bring the hood niggas to the library, girl. We don't need you to do that, honey. So I'm not gonna be able to ever get away with a motherfucking thing on this bitch other than being a fucking encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia. I know that's fucking right.
I'm
I
fine.
I
think
I
it's
I just want to give you your flowers while I can, while I'm on here, because I didn't expect to get up on here. I was just, letting it out. But I appreciate you so much,
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you.
Um,
I'm
this
I'm
past this
I,
past year and a half has been
I'm
insane, and when I found you, hmm, you want to talk about confirmations and I know that we shouldn't look for validation outside of ourselves, but when you are queer or trans or intersex or non binary and gender fluid, that validation is life saving.
absolutely, absolutely. It
Um, yeah.
equal,
So
it
I
equal.
just appreciate you for existing, for living your truth, for being who you are, for sharing that with us. Because without you, honey, we would be nothing.
I I
Okay?
doubt, I doubt that seriously.
Well, I'm gonna have to disagree with your doubting because I really appreciate you for real. Like, thank you.
Thank you, love.
Did I make it weird? I'm sorry.
no. It's like no.
No,
You're
love,
fine.
Let
love,
me follow.
peace, love, and blessings, honey. Thank you.
Yes,
You continue lighting up the chat, girl.
you already know. Thank you for having me up, baby.
Hair money. Um, but yes, sir.
Baby, honey, sis was on here preaching, honey. I was a little bit scared, honey. If you notice, I had to play the cut for a minute because it's like, honey, I don't know what
Hilarious.
Berg, Steinberg,
This bitch.
Berg
Hilarious.
might be watching this motherfucking live right now and like, the niggas talk about Judaism? Cut it. Cut the live.
Not the niggas talking about Judaism. I'm screaming. I don't know enough about being Jewish. I do have Black Jewish friends. I love a good Jewish holiday. I love Hanukkah. Hanukkah is one of my favorite holidays.
It's no shade.
I love
I it's weird because I talk shit about a lot people, but if anybody knows and understands my personality type, they know that all it is talking shit. And I do love the Jewish community, and I I wish that I didn't have. And sometimes when I come across like, cause it was a Jewish dude who tried to date me one time, a European Jew, Ashkenazi Jew, and I couldn't get over my own stigma. He genuinely seemed like a good guy, but I couldn't get over my own stigma with white people.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not doing it. It's no.
I
That's
can't.
the thing.
It's weird
It's
because
it's a
I
stigma I'm never. It's just a stigma I'm just gonna have to live with. If I go to hell, I'm gonna go to hell for not liking white people, and that's okay. I can live with that. Uh,
and the thing is, it's like I don't dislike white people, but I don't think I could trust just with my own traumas and growing up in a small town in a Trump 2024 region. Um, yeah, no, I think my traumas, I can't see past it enough to really let my guard down in that way with a white person. We could be friends, we could be cool as fuck, close as fuck, but me being romantic with you,
it'll never fucking happen. I tried. I tried. I legitimately tried. Now I will say that's one thing I did do. I legitimately tried one time. Um, I tried to go on a date with the girls, and I was like, you know what? You're a nice young man for somebody else. It's not gonna be me. But I appreciate you for the invitation, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna head out. But you, you keep your head up, young man. Yeah, yeah.
I
Okay.
understand. I tried it. I tried it twice, girl, and the first one was cool. We was cool. The second one, it was traumatizing.
Mm-mm.
It was
You
traumatizing. It was traumatizing. She ended up being a grinder whore, a TV, a transvestite girl.
please,
She was, you know.
please. Ah,
I'm
shut
serious
up, Bree.
to say that word or not because that is totally centered around bedroom preferences and experiences, and that's what it was. You know, some people consider themselves cross dressers. Is transvestite appropriate, or do they consider themselves CDs cross dressers now? The
So I
ones
don't think I think transvestite is not a. I don't think transvestite is an appropriate word any longer.
is
Um,
it not?
I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I'm just. I'm. I mean, you know, we love Starr. We love Starr. Uh, we love Starr. But
What do they call it? What do the children call themselves? The masculine cisgender identifying men who
I think they
are,
call them cross dressers. I think they call them cross dressers now. I think they're just cross dressers. I think that, yeah, because I can't. And somebody asks me, when anybody ever asks me, "Do you dress up?" I be like, "Bitch, I'm not a cross dresser. You the fuck alone."
do I dress?
Uh,
I remember they used to ask me that too. Um, and I used to be like, dress up for what? Work?
right? Like the
Are
fuck?
you
What are you
asking?
talking about?
Like, what are you asking me to dress up to do? This is just who I am. I knew very long. I knew very quick that, honey, that app life was not for me. I said, I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. If I can't have.
Nah, I don't dress down. Shut up, Daniel, please.
Yes, Daniel, the one over there with the piece. Daniel over there, the one over there with hard meat on his cake, on his thigh, on the back of, warming up the back of his thigh. I sent.
Mm-mm.
Nobody wanted to come up and talk to us. Hey, how do you feel about Zaya? What's going on with Zaya's mother? Is
Um,
is the
I'm
struggle
I'm
talking about
not surprised. That Siobhan or Shawan or whatever her name is, she crazy. She been crazy.
for a long time?
Yeah, she been crazy. She been trying to take Dwayne Wade's money. She was outside one time. He was at a. I think they had a clip of one time she was outside of a game of his trying to get money because apparently he wasn't taking care. My husband is leaving me destitute. I don't have anywhere to go. Girl, meanwhile, you was getting all types of money. Please stop. Shut the fuck up. Stop the madness. Um,
You
but
think?
I,
Go
but
ahead.
I, but I always say anybody, any man that gets full custody of his children And that's not to say that, men shouldn't get full custody of their children, or, it's some like revolutionary, thought. But I feel like any man that gets sole custody of their children over the mother, because usually courts will put the mother in favor regardless of however the father goes about, taking care of his children. Any man that gets full custody of his children, girl, you have to be an awful person. Like you have to be, you just have to be. You have to be. And they were young. They were little kids. Like Zaya at the time, Zaya was 3, and her brother was like 8. Like they were young.
He was still. If I'm not mistaken, he was playing for Miami then.
Yeah, they were young.
They
Like
going. You a stay-at-home mother. You
right.
carry these children, spit them out, and this man is on the road. When he not on the road, he training. And Nathan gave the kids to you. You knew that bitch was Cracker Jacks.
Yeah.
You knew that bitch was Cracker Jacks. Do you think it's the drugs?
I don't know. I don't know what she on. I have no idea. I just know but I knew when she said, I knew she was gonna play into the transphobia thing when she said, "Oh, Dwayne," and anytime people bring up Gabby, I think people try to throw Gabby under the bus, and I just don't understand because it's like she been in their life since they was this big. So like, what, like,
black woman, honey. You know it's
yeah,
all.
like, yeah, like that's their mama. Like I don't care what nobody. That's their mama. Just like she might as well be their mama. Like what the fuck? So but when she brought up the whole, oh, Dwayne's trying to benefit off of her transition monetarily, I was like, are we forgetting that Dwayne Wade was a whole NBA player? Have y'all seen Dwayne Wade's house? I was like, are we just forget, like Dwayne Wade got a whole like pool surrounding his home. Like it's like a
They
moat,
brought
bitch.
a whole child. They paid for a whole new baby. If they're going to have, if anybody is set up for monetary gain, it's the youngest daughter. No shade. But I want to get to Kung Fu Swagoo. Child. Says Zaya got mental health issues. Kung Fu Swagoo. I don't even feel like pulling up your page because your profile picture looked dusty. So I don't even feel like pulling up
Ooh,
your page
no way.
and reading you and all this. But we're going to use your ignorance about a whole motherfucking child
Now, Kung Fu, why you said
as
that?
an educational moment, Kung Fu Swagoo. Number the fuck one. Most trans people in general do
Wait.
from mental health issues.
So,
I included, which is what inspired me to become a published psychologist. I'm currently working on another publication because there are multiple, and multiple names actually.
So I think Kung Fu,
So,
Kung Fu was Kung
so
Fu.
on top of, hold on, Harry, before
Okay,
you eat them up, sis.
I wasn't
So
because
on top of the bullshit that we have to do with being black, feminine presenting people in the world, the fact that y'all are fucking trash when it comes to trans people and any motherfucking thing that y'all don't understand, we have to take the motherfucking repercussions. We are naturally motherfucking targets, and if you don't believe it, check the motherfucking statistics. I know because I'm one of the people who write them. Bitch. Kung Fu Swag. Unfortunately,
okay,
we live in a society where that child, whether publicly or not, because you see, my parents are motherfucking nobody. You don't know who my parents are, bitch. And I deal with mental health the fuck issues just along with being black and trans on top of growing up poor in the fucking projects, bitch. We just sat up here and talked about child's mother.
okay. Hold on, Bree. Before
It's
you
not
Bree,
bullshitty. So the child trans or cisgender, because we ain't even started talking about the brother yet, but I'm sure he has mental health issues as well. The child don't smile in no pictures. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Go ahead.
okay,
All
hold
right.
on. Okay, hold on. Because Kung Fu meant the mother.
I'm
Because
sorry, Kung Fu. If you
Uh,
love me, then you understand it was a mistake, and we just going to take it as a funny moment.
oh. But Kung Fu, that's what you get for not reading your messages before you hit send. Anyway, um, but anyway, um, but Kung Fu is one of the Goyles. Um,
I, I love. Baby, I tell y'all at the beginning of the show, this is the show where I'm going to be drunk. We don't know what the fuck is going to happen.
But but I appreciate a read. I appreciate a good read where a good read is given. It is what it is. Cause sorry, couple you was just collateral damage tonight. Because I can't save you at that point. It was too late. Uh, but I do think, but like, if anybody was going to like, Dwayne Wade don't need to make money off his kids to stay rich. Like not one of them. Not one. Not the oldest boy. Not Zaya. Not the youngest girl. And definitely not the nephew that don't nobody really know. So like, I'm just confused. Like, I just want people to like be realistic. Like, be fucking for real. Like, that man is a multi-million-dollar like, but like NBA player, and he retired and still got money. Like you said, he made a whole fucking baby. Like, he made a whole fucking baby. Like, with a surrogate. Hi.
What's going on, Daniel? What is you out? Is you out there with them guala gualas? What's going
Child, I'm out here with the people food.
What's good?
What's
What's
up,
going
Kung Fu?
on, Fu? I just wanted to apologize.
Oh, girl, you okay? I knew I saw it. I saw it revving up as soon as I was like, "Ooh, I fucked up."
Baby, I was not gonna let nobody come for Niecy.
Oh no,
I
that's
was
okay. I was trying to. I forgot that the mom's name, and I typed Zaya instead of however the hell you pronounce the mom's name. But y'all remember when she had the
Her
car?
name is like Siobhan. That's her
Yeah,
name. So
something
like
like that.
it's
it's
all
real ghetto. But how
Dorothy.
she spell it is real ghetto. Like, her name is spelled
Yeah,
ghetto as fuck. Like, it's real wild how she spells her name.
but Siobhan spelled the Irish way is crazy. It's like Siob something something something. It's something crazy. I'm like, what the? How the fuck does this make Siobhan?
Because her name is spelled like SH. It's like SHAIVAUGHN. I think that's how it's spelled.
LMNOP. I don't
Savon.
know.
It's Savon Funches. Siohvaghn. Yeah.
What's going on, Daniel? What you out doing? What you out and about
Child,
doing?
I'm at work. I'm at the sexual health clinic trying to get people tested and treated. People coming in getting tested don't want treatment because, it becomes real that you out here being a hoe. But God bless, we here still. The
You
service
said
is free.
they, they get tested,
I take my I
but
take my birth control daily.
Period. Well, I
they
was off my birth control because I wasn't doing anything, but niggas, so now I gotta get back on
Um,
they
it.
tested, but then they don't want treatment. Is that what
Oh
you said?
yeah.
Even when they test
Hmm.
positive?
You can live
Sometimes, so
with the
like
shit now. Why not get treated?
you so so sometimes people will come in because they've had an exposure, and so they don't want to get the treatment until they get the positive results. So a lot of times when we test folks, we try if they had an exposure, we try to treat them for the exposure, because if their tests come back positive, then the medication is already in their system and it's already working, right? But some people don't want to do that because once you do the treatment, you have to wait X amount of days before you can engage in sexual activity again. And so they don't want to do that. So they'd rather just wait for the result.
so you rather just be the itchy and scratchy show than be,
You know,
That don't really make sense to me. I try not to judge because I know, I've never been a person with the highest sex drive. That sex has never been a vice for me. So I try not to judge people, but that's treatment. Like, maybe because Baltimore, especially at one time we had such a really high HIV and AIDS rate. There were certain things that the hospitals just wouldn't let us get away with. Like one of the main things, you was being treated by people of color, and a lot of times people you knew, especially the nurses and stuff. So it's like, no, you're not leaving here without. No, you're gonna take one of these prep pills, one of these, before you even roll up out of here.
And even though, like for LA, for Los Angeles County, even though we do have high numbers for like new HIV cases, HIV is not the thing that's like spiking in the numbers. It's syphilis. Like we have a huge syphilis spike. That's
Have y'all heard of super syphilis?
yes.
My God. Google super syphilis and super gonorrhea. My God in heaven. I'm like,
Are,
I'm glad I'm married.
are real
Well,
things?
see, so here's what people don't understand, right? If you test positive for chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, and you get on medication, there's a period in which the doctor will tell you do not engage sexual activity. It's not just because we want to make sure that you're not passing anything, but it's also because if you have syphilis and you're on medication and then you go have sex and get and contract something else, the virus will then mutate with the medication in mind. So it will start to reject the medication, and that's how you get all these different strands of different things and all these new strands of viruses because people are engaging sexual activity while on medication for, you know, being infected. So it's
So
very
imagine the
important.
regular syphilis, and then I don't know if you watch Power Rangers, but when they used to
You
combine
so
all their
stupid.
robots together,
Please,
You're so
the
Coach,
stupid.
Megazord,
please shut the
that
fuck
is the
up.
super.
I
That's the
really like
super.
this book. I really do.
You don't want that, baby.
I know
And
it's
syphilis
just shut
is
up.
very dangerous. Like, because it's treatable, people don't look at syphilis as,
Oh,
you know, like
hey,
a
Schmitty.
serious thing. But syphilis is a very serious infection. Uh, it
Miss Eva's
usually
boys.
can it usually can go up to months um, without showing any type of symptoms. Number one, and number two, if you go too long, it can start to shut down vital organs. So it can shut down your kidneys. It can shut down, you know, your heart. It can cause a lot of internal issues, and you can die if you're
Yeah,
not treated in time.
Seven made a comment. That's what I was just about to ask you, Daniel. Is syphilis the one that I think Al Capone or one of the gangsters died from, where it like affects your brain and causes dementia or something?
It
Al
can.
Capone, Blackbeard, Miss Evers boys. That's what the whole Tuskegee experiment was about. All them people died from syphilis.
And just to give clarity on the Tuskegee experiment, because a lot of black folks, we hear certain things and we just attach some shit. So the Tuskegee experiment was not they were giving people syphilis.
Yeah,
That's a falsehood. The Tuskegee experiment was they were testing people who already had syphilis. The problem was with melanated individuals, they weren't giving individuals the medication. They were giving people placebos. So they knew that they had syphilis, they knew that they needed treatment, but they selected these group of people to not get treatment to see how the virus affected the body. That was the experiment. They weren't shooting people up with syphilis, they just weren't treating the ones that they knew had it.
yeah,
Which is still horrible, but
yeah.
be historically correct.
Oh, I didn't say that they shot him up with it. I knew they didn't. I've
No,
seen
but I
them.
know a lot of people
Oh,
who
okay.
talk about Tuskegee because I work in this field and I still come across people who think the Tuskegee experiment was they shot people up with syphilis. I was like, oh, okay, so you just stupid on purpose.
I knowing what I know about psychology, sociology, and law enforcement, and even research studies, I can imagine that they found a way to make Tuskegee a great control to make Tuskegee a great population. Um, and I'm sure even if that meant not necessarily injecting people um, by a needle, but maybe injecting people into the community, injecting sex workers specifically into the community who they knew were positive for syphilis, who they also weren't treating. Um, Being a scientist myself, I can tell you that we will. Ethics is a class. that you have to pass, and ethics is the thing that can destroy your career for a reason. Because as a scientist, a lot of times you want the answer, and you'll do anything you can to get it.
And a lot of people don't
Some of the
understand, like,
most
especially when you look at it from a scientific standpoint, ethics and morals are not the same.
No,
And people, they interchange those two things, and it's like what you stand on morally and what you feel is right or wrong has nothing to do with the ethics of a situation. And so you have a lot of people, even in the field today, that they treat and they deal with patient care from a moralities standpoint and not an ethical standpoint. And it can be very, very specifically in psychology, because I'm not certified, I'm not licensed, but psychology has always been an interest of study for me. Um, but when I tell you I have spoken to licensed therapists and am shocked and amazed at the fact that they tell some of their patients some of the shit that they do, and I'm looking at them like, you literally just set your client up for failure because you set your client up to need you for the rest of their life, and I don't understand. Like, I don't. I tell people all the time, if you get into therapy, if your therapist is worth their salt, they have an exit strategy for you. There's an end date to when you no longer need them every week, twice a week, three times a week. And if your therapist don't have that for you, you're in the wrong situation.
but if your therapist, especially if they're beyond trial basis, they're somebody who you feel like you're going to be stuck with for the rest of your motherfucking life, honey, they need to have a motherfucking success rate. Fuck an exit strategy. You need to have examples of where they have worked. Honey, when you go to a plastic surgeon, you want examples of where it has worked for people.
Period.
I'm going to Drake doctor. I'm giving me some abs.
Baby, I've been telling y'all that them niggas got more plastic surgery than us, but y'all don't believe it. Y'all don't believe it. When y'all think them butch queens be dating us, honey, they be learning how to do their makeup and every motherfucking thing, honey. If Jasmine Garden didn't pull his motherfucking ass up out of that closet, bitch, she pulled him from up underneath the carpet under the closet, bitch, honey, girl, talk about him liking them purses in that closet.
Oh, you talking about when he said that he bought all those purses for his future wife? That's not true. I'm stupid. I thought that was true.
He is his future wife.
Period. Like, I don't understand, and I'm not trying to bash nobody, but I seriously don't understand the the thrall with Aubrey, bearded or unbearded. Like, you started from the bottom, now you here, nigga. We met you in a wheelchair on Degrassi. Like, I'm.
Well, we didn't meet him in a wheelchair on Degrassi. He was out of a wheelchair before that. He got shot
Okay,
on the show
whatever.
and he became wheelchair bound. but
Most people knew
but
about you because you got shot and was in a wheelchair. So the majority of us met him in a wheelchair. By the time I even looked at an episode of Degrassi, he was wheeling around. Okay.
yes, he was. But I
Baby,
remember I remember Jimmy before he was wheelchair Jimmy. I remember when Jake was on Degrassi looking ugly, looking like somebody's mixed child. And you know how
he on Degrassi looking cute. Bitch, when he first started rapping, he still wasn't looking cute. They gave him a light
Because
skin pass.
okay,
Bitch,
so let's
I don't
if
like
understand
okay, so
why
like we
mixed
have to
people
be
have
like
that.
okay, because we have to okay, so for my generation, for young, well, yes, for the youngest millennials, um there was a time period between like 2003 to like 2006 where like light skins whether they be mixed just happen to come out light skin, come out of mama a pocketbook light skin, like they was them niggas, like they was just them niggas, like you was light skin, you had pretty hair, you had pretty eyes, oh okay, it's cute. What
baby,
could have
I'm
been
so
the
I grew
could
up
have
in
been the
the honey. We worship dark skin here.
I,
No,
I
no
I
shade.
understand.
If anything is
And
worship
even in my generation of
dark skin.
millennials,
Like if you
even
know
in
that,
my generation of millennials, we had Shamar Moore. Like, Shamar Moore gave. Like,
like,
so
and
even if he was light
that was
skinned,
like where I grew up. Like if you was a light skinned nigga and like we wanted you, you was doing something, bitch. You was the one. You know what I mean? It's like, but honey, for the most part, bitch, lights, straight. Drake would have got red hair. Have y'all ever seen Baltimore, DC niggas?
Yes, and
Yeah.
Baltimore
Got
is rough.
red hair looking like a motherfucking lemon pepper wing fried sauce. Like Drake would have got dragged the fuck here. Drake a little bit looked like a iguana. Like it looked like his eyes is like almost too far apart. And you know, like Brandy, her eyes is far apart, but it's beautiful. Drake, his eyes is far apart, but it's like if they get any further
And
apart,
how
maybe
come
that's
Oh my
one of
God.
the got done. Can they do that? Can they make your eyes closer together?
they
I
can
think they
actually?
do have that.
Can I want to know why he don't like talk about his extra melanated illegitimate baby? Like, cause the light
What
skinned
extra
baby,
melanated? That little boy is look like Ice Spice. What are we talking about?
Baby, y'all don't listen to a motherfucking thing I said. I told y'all Drake don't want to be that child's father. Number one, Drake
He
wants.
kind of look like T.I. son.
Drake is not going to claim nobody's child until he's the.
And T.I. son look like Ice Spice. Look, what are we talking about?
No, I'm just saying. Y'all ever think
I'm
about that? How he kind of
screaming.
look like T.I. son, the one that's hood.
Yeah, the one that's real weird, the one that got
Yeah.
arrested, the one that think he's somebody gangster and ain't.
I'm
Baby,
about to make me go
his
to
child look
Dragun.
like Ice Spice and his ass is a munch.
Um,
I'm
yeah, that
screaming.
nigga, like that, yeah, like that little boy. What is his name? Adonis, whatever that little boy name is. That's a white
Adonis
child.
Right.
screaming.
That is a white
I mean,
baby.
mathematically, he's like at least 75% white because, like, she's white and then he's half white, so that's like 3/4.
I'm
So, like,
screaming.
that's why he looks
Why
white.
are you so problematic? I can't.
No, I'm saying
Why are
mathematically.
you so problematic? I
And you are
cannot.
correct. He is a octoroon or a quadroon.
That's really
I
fucking with
thought
though.
Octoroon had to be an eighth.
Harry, that's really
Oh,
fucking with my head though, because his son do look like Ice Spice, and bitch, he
yeah.
really is a munch. So it's like the universe be reminding me that God is real because like these correlations
I
are
had to look up who
real.
Ice Spice is, honey, because you know I.
Yes, yeah, she the one who be like, you thought I was feeling you? That nigga a munch. Drake is a munch.
Oh, okay, hey
Oh
girl,
my God.
come on,
Not,
Felicia.
God is real.
Come on, hey, hey, bro,
Oh God, you said God is real.
hey.
That baby is not. That baby is white skinned, not light skinned. Um,
Whose white baby
Baby,
is that?
that baby look like the white Tia Tamara's child, honey. That
Oh,
baby looks transparent.
you know
You
I'm
what?
mad that you
know
put
how
the
when you
white
No.
Tia into Tamara.
when you
But
was
that's
growing up,
another
your parents like
75% because
um,
T and Tamara are
Yeah,
fifty
he is.
percent, and then the
Yeah, her kids.
you
Now
know
I will
white Tia
say,
Tamara, the white Tia Tamara got the one
I
with the
will.
white man.
It's
You know
Tamara.
he got a
It's
Tia,
Tamara is the
it's
white one.
Tamara,
Tamara is the white one. Tamara is the white one. Tamara
but they
is
both
the
got
white.
divorced.
Tamara's child. Tamara's child is
They're
clear.
not. Tamara's not divorced. Tamara's still married.
Tia,
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 okay.
you
Tia,
know,
Tia got
we
divorced.
quicker to divorce niggas than we are white men. Don't do that.
Um. Now I
but that's
will
seventy-five
say.
percent.
Now I will say, out of that fucked up marriage that Tamara is in with that white man, her kids are gorgeous. Them babies is them babies is
Them
gorgeous.
is
Let me look at these
clear.
children.
Tamara's a glass maker. Them babies is clear.
But she 50% too, so it's 50 plus 100%. That's
It's
another
a
seventy five
75%.
percent
We
baby.
understand that it is 75%. Them is quadroon babies. We understand.
I can't do her. My grandmother's a quadroon and she don't look like that.
Her babies are cute. Wait a minute, hold on, hold
Oh
on.
damn! I done told y'all my fucking ethnicity.
Her babies are cute.
They
That
look like
boy
they got
is
color though.
clear. That boy is clear, bitch.
I would have guessed Puerto Rican.
You know that child look Jewish.
Okay.
Now
Yeah,
the gir-
your
the
ass, you
girl,
know that
the
baby look
Yeah.
girl, the
Jewish.
girl,
The,
the girl
the
look like one of the
gorgeous. She look like
Kardashian
Yar
kids.
Shahidi.
The girl could pass for like one of the Kardashians look young,
Oh
but
God.
that boy,
Oh
but that
God. They
boy,
do have a lot of black.
he looked like somebody's white son.
The little girl, she kind of looked Native American, didn't she?
And that's why
The
we need
Native
to stop saying that we mix with Native American and just admit
American
that it's
I
They
hate that term so much. I really do.
well, what's the term, Daniel? What should I use?
I just don't like Native American. I think that it's a slap in the face to
What should I
natives
use?
who
Indigenous.
were. That's what I use. I'm just like it's just like the whole
I say first
you wanna
Americans.
hyphenate it with the
Pre-Americans.
people that like mutilated you and like
I don't
brutalized
like
your people.
American shit neither. That's a slap in the face from the colonizer. Like, bitch, honey. First of all, how the fuck did we get a whole goddamn continent in one motherfucking country? You didn't put two continents in the U.S. in the USA. If anything, we should be the states. We all just states. We state we the states people. Weren't you a Marylander? Where you from? I'm from Maryland. Bitch. We not like
I'm a
that.
Californian, okay?
Okay.
Cause
But
I'm a
but
material
the
girl,
name,
honey. These bitches don't care
the
hands on me, honey.
Aboriginals, the um
Hands on me.
the original Americans, y'all, you know your people blessed this motherfucking land, honey, and they said the day is coming back, and they is coming back off the backs of white women, literally.
When I saw the percentages of how people voted, I was like, it's on course. And no matter what happens, whenever the Handmaid's Tale actually happens, just know I'm not gonna be here. I'm not gonna be here.
Baby,
Where are you gonna
y'all,
go?
I'm playing, honey. After I get this doctorate, I'm
I'm
going to
thinking
go
Mexico.
to another
I'm
country.
headed. I'm
I'm
headed right for the. I'm
at
headed right for the
Cape
fucking
Verde. They're
border.
going to be underwater, and y'all gonna know where Bree Star is buried.
I'm going right to
I would
Mexico.
I
Cause
would
bitch,
most
what?
likely flee to Mexico.
Yeah, I'm going to back. I'm going to Mexico. What?
Yeah.
I
Because
live.
I've been
I live in
thinking about
Florida.
that.
I live in
Yeah.
Florida. I'm going right. I'm going right to Mexico. I'm taking my ass right to Mexico. Get your fuck a
Yeah,
passport, bitch.
I'm scared
I'm
about Mexico because I'm scared that Mexico is just going to turn into a little U.S.
Well, you know, the Underground Railroad actually used to go in both directions, north and south, and people used to flee to Mexico.
That
So
was
I'm gonna follow my ancestors. Well, my ancestors didn't go to Mexico because I still live here, but I'm gonna definitely go to Mexico.
yeah, one of the most when I was coming up on the scene, one of the most popping bush queens in this area is the Afro Latino, um, whose parents are from.
oh no, I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing.
I don't even know if he's still popular on this app. I ain't seen his videos in a long time, but you know they be blocking our videos from each other.
Who you talking about?
I ain't gonna say his name out. Cornbread, do he still go by Cornbread? I'm gonna shut up. On that note, I think I'm drunk enough where I'm getting ready to start telling people business on the live internet.
Man.
Thanks all of y'all for coming on and kicking with your girl while she tipsy. But the way I'm about to piss, honey, I'm telling too much. See, this is my cue to go. Love, peace, and blessings to all y'all.